could be in this class.
Getting a
You can see
degree
the
at
head, by the way.
ASU is a journey that can take you anywhere.
No.
Into a world of groundbreaking technology and renowned award-winning faculty.
Did you see that Haley Welch likes her cheese drippy, bro?
Whether you're on campus,
Oh, like she, no, yeah, she had a bunch
becoming
of
your best starts with learning.
Comment and subscribe. Subscribe to that thing.
Damn.
Subscribe to that thing. That's good.
Riz up that thing.
Hawk 2, subscribe on that thing.
The key to you is
Wait,
don't overthink anything.
I gotta write that
plan
one.
or plot anything. The key to your success is just flying by the seat of your pants and being exactly who you are.
Yeah?
That's why I think me and you connect on a different level.
I think so too. We both also
I'll turn on
find
the
same men in their
captions.
20s attractive.
Yeah.
We have the same type.
Welcome back to Talk Tuah. Today I got Miss Whitney Cummings. Y'all have already seen her, but she had
Yeah.
I love her. And then we got our two guests down here on the floor. We have Hartley.
Kind of a funny name.
Hartley's a little blind, but she still gets around. And then,
Rue?
where'd Rue go?
Right here.
And then we have Rue down here. Rue's a little bit feisty, but she likes a calm environment.
Fuck
So
Skip.
they're just gonna be hanging out with us. And then we got Chelsea over here, and then we got Jamie, of course. Jamie's one of the women.
Sure am.
We need a white man for diversity.
Exactly.
These
I
days.
agree. I agree. I got you a little friendship bracelet. I had to put it on so
These
I keep it.
days.
Did you
I'd
really?
lose it if I didn't. I did.
Babe, come on.
Well, like a big sister I never had.
Oh, come on. I love you.
Are they gay?
Oh, this makes my day. Thank you.
I hit it off with you, so I had to have you
We
back.
really did. I hope my nightmare would to create any pressure for you. I feel like you're going through so much so fast. I feel like we connected, and then I was like, let me just not put any pressure on her.
Yeah.
She'll know where I am if she needs me.
I wasn't nervous talking to you.
Oh, good.
Not
Because
at all.
afterwards you did Bill Maher. You did.
I got a history lecture from him.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I was just
What if instead of
the whole time it went
election,
right
he
over
said,
my head. I hated
erection?
history in school, and I was just.
Wait.
Well, what's the
The
point?
whole
of
Well, that would be
memorizing
silly.
history 'cause we now learn that none of it was true.
Half of it.
When I grew up, I don't know if this is even what you learned in school. I learned that the Native Americans and the Pilgrims had a fun dinner.
That's
Yep.
what I got from
I
it.
learned that they put on their best.
That's what Charlie Brown taught me
ruffles
too.
And their best hats,
What?
and they all sat down and shared
That
maize.
what she's saying.
They had corn, and
I-
they had a corner.
what was she saying that I wasn't-
Didn't they have a turkey?
I was
That-
like, I was paying
Yeah.
attention.
They had a damn
That
turkey.
the Native
Lecture about
Americans
history, so
and
you
the
now know what
Pilgrims
to not do when you
weren't
study class.
enemies, and they had a
Christopher
nice
Columbus
Thanksgiving
sailed the
dinner.
Ocean blue in 1962.
1492.
Okay, he didn't teach me very fucking much.
I think the most
Whoa,
history
let's
until now
cuss.
has kind of been gossip, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of just like, you know what I mean?
Well, like, I
Like
feel
you
like if
said.
I won a battle, I'd be like, not only am I going to tell this story, but I'm also going to say, like, my opponent was, like, fat and stupid. Like, you know, I'm going to add insult to it, too.
Yeah, totally.
Because he's not here to set the record straight.
Right, there was no way. I
I
mean, it's
won.
like people are like, what if ChatGPT like photoshops photos? It's like we had paintings before where the king was telling them what to paint. I mean, that was probably worse than Photoshop.
Yeah, I'd be right.
Like Mona Lisa.
So, you had Jake Paul. You had.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Does Yeah. she think
I feel like
Mona
that one's
Lisa's
fair.
fake?
Said it.
I like how she just slid that in and no one
He's
mentioned
a
it.
little spooky.
She-
She
She think it was fake.
No, that was actually a heater.
Like Mona Lisa.
Like Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
Mona
a
Lisa.
little ass girl over here talking to this grown man. I was like, what the fuck do I talk to him about, you know?
But you knew him before, right?
Talk to
Were you
him.
a fan before?
Yeah, I watched him for a few years.
And what
He's
are you
okay.
noticing in the difference between being a fan of someone from afar and then meeting them? Like, is it what you expected?
He was exactly what I expected. Like, he lets on like he's an asshole, and that's what I like about him. He owns up to that shit. He knows it. That's what, I got respect for him for that.
I like that.
Like, I
like
can
that.
be an asshole too.
And he's comfortable with controversy.
Yeah,
He's okay with it.
Very comfortable with that.
I think that's like one of the most important skills now is being comfortable with like letting people project onto you and like
Yeah.
think, you know, like if you stand up for yourself, you're a bitch. If you like want to win a fight, you're an asshole. It's like, all right, just project whatever you want. I know that my identity at a certain point is kind of like a mixture of who I am and what you project onto me.
Yeah, I mean, you can't please them all either. So
No, definitely not. And then Matt Rife. Met him in person.
Thanks to you, best
Melted,
wingman ever.
Yeah, shout out you, girlfriend. Now I got a pillow of him to sleep with every night. Whatever. that was a match made in heaven right there. Let me just go on and tell you. I was reading all the comments like on our post, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's like the first look," and they're like smiling at each other. You will never see me smile at a man like that ever again in my entire fucking life. Let me just go on and tell you. You can ask her. I died.
Matt Rife.
Please don't
They
cry.
didn't warn us. They come and got us like from the car,
Like
and
a
then we walked
comedian?
around, and they didn't say he was like right there at the fucking corner we were going around. I was like, "What the hell?" And I go around. I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh no, I haven't prepared myself what to say to this man." He's like, "Hey," and I was like,
She's like, don't look me in the eyes. He's like, okay.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
he could have turned me to stone looking into me. I was like, "Oh my god, don't look at me."
You're in LA. You can go get Botox right now and
Ooh.
look like a stone whenever you want.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. There's Botox everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people.
I get
here
a little
look like-
myself. I call it Brotox when I do it.
Brotox.
Yeah.
Bro.
You really?
I get Brotox. Well,
You
here's
don't
the
have
thing.
any wrinkles.
No shit.
Oh, it's 'cause it's like
Do you really get it?
Here's why, guys. Look, I'm not about to be
No,
on
you're
fucking
serious.
trial here.
You do get Botox.
Let me explain. And Whitney, you can back me up here.
I don't get Botox anymore.
No, hold on. The
I
earlier
stopped.
you get it,
Yep.
right? So when you start young, you're actually just getting rid of whatever wrinkles would pop up. So it's not like I'm going every week and getting shit done. It's like I went a few times. I actually went again like last month, but like for a touch up. But yeah,
Where do you get it?
I go to Calabasas. I got to
No, I
go
mean
out
like
there.
where?
Oh, forehead and then crow's feet right here.
But here's the thing. Oh wow, so you still have some movement, which is good.
I have
You
tons of
should
movement.
have
If
more,
we
though.
reach
Here's
a
the
million
thing.
subscribers,
Number
I'll
one,
get
if you're a girl and you
Botox.
get Botox. Number one,
Okay.
you're gonna attract pedophiles.
Writing that
okay?
down.
We're all trying
What?
to
Better
stop
stick to your
shaving your
words.
vagina
Wait, wait.
hair.
Don't stop shaving your vagina hair.
No,
Well, I know
let's
what the
grow
fuck
it
Back
out.
down
Put
now.
beads
Don't
in it.
stop.
No, I
We're
realized
gonna grow it out and put
I
beads
was
in it.
dating creeps the longest time, and I didn't realize I was
What
baiting
is-
them by having a bald pussy and Botox. Of course. Okay.
Okay, thank you for that tip.
And also,
Thank
here's
you.
the other thing. I want people to know when I'm pissed off at them. I want them
Yeah.
to know when I'm mad. And I realized that when I had Botox, I didn't have any wrinkles, so I would be like mad at somebody, and they'd be like,
Oh,
anyway,
pussy.
like, they think I was joking, and I was like, I'm serious, and I would have to subtitle my face
Pussy,
because they didn't have
Steve.
wrinkles. Or wrinkles.
Okay, I feel better.
They convey information.
See, where I have,
Spit
like,
on
a
that
itchy face,
thing,
I have like a
Steve.
wrinkle going through here.
Let me see. No,
Let's
that's
see.
normal. I
Yeah,
honestly
I'm
think
gonna leave mine.
at
It
this
gives me
point,
character.
wrinkles are a sign of youth.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
I
why
agree.
I decided to just stop getting Botox.
Very punk rock of you.
Yeah, see, you
think
know what
so?
I do kind of want? There's you can get Botox in your armpits so that you don't
What?
sweat. Yeah. But the dermatologist said to me, so you can get, I think it's like 18 shots in both one armpit, 18 and 18, so that you don't sweat. But then he was like, the sweat does have to come out somewhere, and it usually comes out in your.
And your poochie banana? What the fuck?
In your coochie banana?
That's why
Poochie
you're
banana.
Honestly, at this point, I like having pubic
Dude, the
hair,
Hawk Tuah girl's
sweating,
funny.
wrinkles, because it is just my goal in life to attract straight men, and it really deters all the gay men, and I can't date any more gay men.
Yeah, shit, if you want to come over here and munch on this rug, go for it, boy.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
If a guy looks at pubes on a vagina,
He's saying everything
never
that
mind.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
it's nice
I'm
to
being
like
mind read.
it's nice to have
I feel
a
heard.
thing, yeah, like that finally
I'm
says what the
trying
common
to
man is
get
thinking.
straight
Now, holy
man.
shit, keep going. What's something
Well,
else
it's
that
like,
pisses
you know what
off?
it is? There's just something that happens when you get old. Getting older is actually kind of amazing. You know, I thought it would I would just like blow my head off when I turned 40 or
Yeah.
something. You know, but there's something kind of freeing about it. You know,
She's
'Cause,
40?
Like,
Quit caring.
yeah, the guys that want to date you.
No,
they're, like,
when she
adults,
turns
like,
40.
You know, there's something really fun about it. I don't know. I'm into it.
I like the way you see that. Now I can't wait to get older.
Why
She's
not?
got
I
the,
mean, I think
the
it'd be
sneakers
fun.
on the
It's
chair.
kinda fun.
That's
It's just sort
bothering
of like,
me.
yeah, there's veins on my leg, but like,
What
She's
about
kind of
it?
a
whatever,
bitch.
dude. My
Put
leg
your
is
feet,
blue now.
put your
It's
feet down.
advertising.
I
No
can't-
shoes on the
you're bugging me.
furniture.
I don't think I
No
can.
shoes
at
on the
all.
furniture.
Yeah, my fake boobs have gotten too hard.
Bummer.
If I
Your
jump.
boobs are fake?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
With the-
So it actually happened because.
Do, they,
can I
do
tell you
these
something
two
about
know
you?
each other?
I think
Because
part
it
of the reason
seems like
people love you so much-
Hawk Tuah
'cause
girl
you know
knows
you're
nothing
like,
about her.
Like ghetto Dolly Parton or something.
Well, maybe
He's
they've just
discovering
I
it.
see.
never brought
That
up
is
that
a
her
good
boobs are
comparison
fake.
right there. I
Trailer
like that.
Swift.
Yeah, totally. Trailer Trash Dolly or whatever it is that there's this epidemic where especially white women, super privileged white women, will talk about how hard their lives are and how and when I was at this Hollywood party, the producer hugged me too long and we all have to march because a white woman was uncomfortable. You know, my trauma, and you're like, what was your trauma? And they're like, I had to move to Canada to do this movie. And you're just like, where's the trauma used to be a word that was reserved for ER nurses, and it was a thing where blood was involved, and everyone's
Yeah.
talking about their trauma and how they get triggered and they struggle with anxiety. And meanwhile, they're from Connecticut and whatever, and you.
Yeah,
Just
people from
blew by the
Connecticut
fact
don't.
that, yeah,
I don't. I feel
this
like
might
they
be
Now
usually
when
follow.
Louis
What?
C.K.
Move on.
masturbates in
It's
front
like
of
I'm
women,
not
they're all
making
like,
this
ah, he
thing
can't
like
do
a
that. It's
rumor
like,
too.
fuck,
That's like
fuck
how much
I
you
you.
feel like
deal
it's
with it.
fine.
You're,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
not
I don't need a baby.
trauma.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
dude,
try to
man
be a
up.
victim in order to get attention, and like I'm fine.
Like, I'd be
I'll
fine.
Yeah, I've accepted it. Why can't you fucking accept it?
Yeah.
Laugh at it. Move on.
I'm not
you
gonna
know?
bore the fuck out of you guys talking about how hard my life is. Everyone's life is hard.
My mama left me and she picked crack over me. Please sit here and cry.
Have
with
you
me.
tried crack though? From what I understand, it's better than kids.
Yeah. I've never seen an unhappy crackhead.
Neither
Oh
have I.
my
I
God.
have Superman too.
What?
That's it.
That's
There
such a
was
funny
Lil
thing to
Uzi
say
in a
after what
video
she's been
about
saying the
crack.
entire
He's-
podcast.
he talked about how fentanyl is like no good. He's like, my crackheads, like they play basketball, they're athletic, they can run, they can fix a car. Like my crackheads are doing well.
That's so boozy of him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't want to fight a crackhead.
I
fuck
don't want to
that.
fight a crackhead.
That's like fighting one of those souped up kangaroos, like in Australia. They'll beat your ass. Yeah, fuck that.
yeah, I don't know what those kangaroos. They look like the Jake Paul of Australia. Those kangaroos.
That's a really good comparison.
That's what you
Like, souped up fucking
Yeah,
kangaroo. Yeah,
totally.
and you don't want to fuck
That
with it.
guy's an animal.
It's
But,
a
like, so
really
that's
good
something that's such a
comparison.
breath of
No, it
fresh air.
is.
I've,
It
ne-
is.
I've never
Yeah.
watched
I
one of
agree.
these.
Kangaroos
I'm
are
not
the
the
Jake
so
Paul
goofy.
I'm
of.
the biggest football fan.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even get the rules that much. But what I do know is I like having fun and winning money. And better picks let you win up to 1,000 times.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, hold on.
Wait a minute.
1,000 times.
Fuck
Like,
this.
all this.
What?
Like I was scared to come out of my house the first 2 weeks. Me and
Yeah.
her both. We locked ourselves in
Oh,
the fucking
yeah.
bedroom.
That's
That was a
normal
gambling ad. I
healthy
wanted to see
reaction.
that.
I would
I
be
was like, oh my God.
I would
Okay.
be worried about those kangaroos. Just
So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was never the biggest football fan. I honestly don't even get the rules that much. But what
I'm gonna
I
be
do know
real
is
with
I
y'all.
like having fun and winning money. And better picks let you win up to 1,000 times.
Nick, for the
more.
next 30
It adds
seconds, your
super
cam's
easy
gonna
and
get
it
full
makes it
screened.
1,000 times more fun. Just pick your favorite players or the men that you think are cute in my case, and predict what they're gonna do in the game. Get them right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. So download better, play better picks. Use the code TALKTUA, and let's hit some lineups all NFL season long.
Use
It's
code
crazy how I
talk
said
to
2
her.
words and now I'm hearing it.
it's pretty wild.
It is.
It is pretty wild.
I wish I'd like jumped on it.
All right, Lance, your turn.
Jumped on what?
Like all this. Like I was scared to come out of my house the first 2 weeks. Me and
Yeah.
her both. We locked ourselves in
Oh,
the fucking
yeah.
bedroom.
That's a normal, healthy reaction.
Yeah,
I
was
would
like,
be.
oh my God.
I would be worried about your psychological state if you were like, yes, like here, I knew that would work. Like that would be spooky.
Yeah, that would be a little spooky.
I think
Just
the-
imagine if Chelsea said Hawk Tuah and not you that night. Would Chelsea
Oh,
be
you
sitting
did.
in that chair?
I would not have dealt with it as good as you did.
I
Can,
think
we,
you're
can we
full
hear
of
you say
shit.
it?
She don't give a fuck. It's her
Let's
problem.
just
They
hear
were
you say it.
talking about how her life
more
was
time.
I
hard,
can't do
but
it
she
if you
said
do it. You
2
do it.
words, and now she's famous
Hop
forever.
to-
Leave her
You gotta
alone.
put like an emphasis on it, like tuh. You know, like really. Yeah. Say it. All right, all together.
Hop to.
Hot tuh.
Hop to.
Say it aggressive, like
Hop
you really.
to.
like you're mad at the day. You're mad at.
Hop to.
Yeah. Yeah.
These girls have never seen a dick, Whitney. Calm down.
I know that's the other.
Will you relax?
You're mad at
Dan,
it.
Whitney Schneider.
You know what I think? You know what I think? Easy, bro talk. You know what I think we need to do? I think we need to like do. I don't know, like a bar crawl where we get you drunk and try to get you a slogan.
Hey, I
You know
got
what I
something
mean?
you can say.
We gotta
Oh,
get you a slogan.
She does.
I feel like we could do it if we just like go to Nashville a couple nights, just get wasted.
Oh, we definitely could.
Yeah, we could just like sneak up on you and like send like some crisis actor to interview you and try to get something out. What would
We can
yours
get Tim and
be?
D to do it again.
Nah,
I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem.
they wouldn't.
Yeah. Wonder what they're doing.
Why aren't you allowed to talk? You're not allowed to talk about
Maybe
it?
we are. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's
why not? I
let it
mean,
rip.
yeah, it's like, you know, well, they might argue that you're making money off of it and it benefits.
Oh, but what about that video they first posted when all this shit started? I didn't get any money off of that.
Yeah.
So they can suck
Are
my
they-
lip.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Are they
just get
trying to
the money
start
and
beef
everything
with
out.
them?
They like launched a merch store the next day.
No, I
Haley
think
asked
it's
them
like
to
a
take the video
podcast.
down. She was like very depressed about it, and they
With
just kind of
who?
like blocked her and
you
ran
have it
off
all.
and-
Yeah.
They blocked
Haley
all my
Wild.
friends too, and we all have it like screenshotted,
Ground
too.
control
Like, I
on a
messaged them, I'm
major
like, all right, you posted
goon.
one, you got views and everything else. Just stop. You're like horrifying me. Just quit.
Stop Tua.
And they didn't stop either. So it just kept going. I was like, all right, at this fucking point, what
What
else
am I
you gonna
supposed to
post?
say
Picture
to
my
her?
ass crack? Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't
I
give
feel
a fuck.
so bad about it too because I was like, holy shit, I made her answer that question, and now she's like beating herself up. But hey, now I'm glad.
Greatest
Look at-
assist
look
of all
at us
time.
now.
Yeah.
Look at us now, Chelsea.
Yeah, so stop
cannot.
acting.
But it also it was about what you said, but it was also like your energy. It was like your essence. Like,
Hawk 2.
That's exactly how that works. vodka.
I drank plenty of vodka on camera, and I didn't become an overnight sensation.
Well, see, I say a bunch of shit like that, like around my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just,
Yeah.
how can I put it? I talk out of my asshole.
Good. Good.
But I'm open with them. I don't have any kind of issue saying it in front of them. But when I drink vodka, I'll say
There's
it
a
to
fly.
I think we weirdly
I just see
need
the fly.
more
Skip
talking
fly.
out
I thought
our
that was, like,
ass.
my
I know
screen.
that sounds insane because everyone online seems like they're doing that, but I actually think it's the opposite. I think everyone is doing a bad impression of themselves, or they're repeating what they heard somebody else say, or they're so obsessed about their brand or trying to do what you did. They're trying to get a catchphrase going. They're trying to get some brand going, and it feels so inauthentic, so artificial.
What's a
and
catchphrase
it's so
that we could,
repellent. And then you just talked out of your ass, and it was something,
I
could
had no intention
come
of
up
that.
with?
You could block
But that's why it
Tuah.
worked.
You could
Everyone's
try
running
making
around
one
with
tiger,
intentions, like,
please.
How do I get famous off this?
Bang
How do I get
again.
famous off this? And you just,
Yeah.
Are you looking for
One
something new?
concrete, please.
No
Like,
one
there's interviews everywhere.
Can't just say concrete.
really.
Yeah.
The
Earl
idea that in
concrete.
Nashville right
One
now,
tiger.
girls
Girl,
get
you're being
stressed
concrete.
out,
Earl.
trying
Tiger.
to, like,
Oh, yeah.
Earl.
Yeah,
get
the
someone
Earl,
outside the
please.
bar to get your career is so funny
What's up,
to me.
Earl?
Get me
They're
a
just
bottle
out
of
there-
vodka.
Yeah,
What's
they're
up,
just
Earl?
like, hey, I'm gonna do that. Choke. Anything?
Wait, I wonder if I can make
Yeah,
the
they're
cameras
checking
bigger.
out to like see if it works. I'm gonna get Chelsea drunk and give her a microphone. So she
What do you think?
No, I can't.
Well, let me ask you. I
Climate,
don't mean to say like your
please.
generation. Like, were you already kind of on social media? Like,
Not really.
okay,
Like here and there.
yeah. How do you feel doing this? Does it make you feel uncomfortable?
No, I don't really care.
Okay, good.
I feel good about it.
Good.
It's just like I'd be reading my DMs and I'm like, oh my god, I'm posting these. This is my audience right here. I don't know, it's freaky.
Yeah.
Big question. Do you feel like guys try to hit on you? Like, no, I don't mean about this. I just mean like you're now in a situation being famous. You now have to question everybody that wants to be friends with
Who
you.
is she?
Have you
Yeah.
already felt like
That was the girl that was
difference?
next to her
Yeah.
when she said hawk to
That's
it.
it.
Yeah, I tell them
She's
that all the
famous
time. No
now?
guy's just being nice.
Apparently.
It's not
Who
a-
the
it's not a
fuck?
thing.
He just
That's
wants
just a
to-
That's
guy?
Botox.
That's
Well,
Botox.
it's worse now.
Yeah.
I would
He gets
rather
both.
have
He's been getting
me for
Botox
my
since he was a
body
small
than
child.
But he's a guy.
But he
Instagram.
calls it
And
Brotox
what
when
has
he
been
gets
the
it.
He calls
most
it
fun,
Brotox.
like moment where you're like, okay, this is worth it.
Okay, so besides you, like the one woman that I've like been interviewed by was Caitlin Bristow. I clicked with her.
Yeah, I
really
love
good.
her.
I
She's a
love
good
that girl.
one.
And her wine, I will never shut up about her fucking wine. Her wine was the shit.
Okay, so let me ask you. I feel like as you get older, you start to realize this. You seem to know this. Does your personality change based on the liquor you're drinking? Like, I'm a different person. Vodka,
What the
wine,
fuck?
tequila. What's
That's a fair
wine? do?
question.
Talk about that hawk to a
Wine
no
kind of
rock
makes you want to
to
hump the
a.
couch a little bit.
You speak
What?
for yourself.
And then dark liquor, I could probably fight a
No
grizzly
wonder
bear.
you're running a dog rescue.
Yeah.
You behave like one.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
dark
kinda
liquor
rude.
does what?
I could probably fight a grizzly bear if I drank dark liquor.
Okay.
Like Fireball, I can't drink it anymore. I either drunk cry or I get like violent. Like it's
get
out
that.
of my hands.
Imagine what that video would have done.
Like that's where Harley come from. That's my alter ego.
Hartley.
Harley.
Harley.
Like you got Haley and then you got Harley.
It's just a straight up Nicki Minaj over here. She's got all her personality. So Harley, we see Harley when Harley drinks liquor. Brown
Not
liquor.
even, yeah, I'd say brown liquor.
Okay.
You can testify that.
Champagne? Like,
You say she's mean?
champagne? On champagne?
Oh,
Oh, I
is she
thought
mean?
you said it. She mean.
Oh no,
I was about to say,
sorry.
Harley's
You guys heard the
vicious.
same thing. I said champagne.
Yeah, I'm ferocious as
Sorry.
fuck when I drink dark liquor. It's
What about
bad.
when you drink champagne?
I'm ferocious.
Champagne's not too bad.
Okay.
Like wine, it's not too terrible either, unless I'm like drinking bottles of it at a time.
Something happened when I
Yeah.
turned like 25 where I could only drink tequila. Like that's all. I could only drink tequila or else I was just
What do
This
you-
woman
drinking
seems to change a
excess.
lot
I'm,
What
like,
alcohol
posting
whenever
do you guys,
something happens.
drink?
you know, Twitter trying to get their attention. I'm like, you know, I
Wait,
looked.
what?
I looked up the
What
Scientology
alcohol do you
ships.
guys
Huh?
drink?
Back up. We posted
Oh,
stuff
I
on
thought
Twitter to get
one
their
of you guys
attention.
said
Well, you know
what?
when sometimes
Sorry.
you're on social media and you're like a little drunk and you're like, I'm not gonna text my ex, but I'm gonna like post a bunch of photos that I think he'd see, which will get him to text me. Like just
He's
this
gonna be thinking about no,
stupid
no.
math.
No, I know exactly what the fuck
Oh,
you mean.
embarrassing.
I've done some shit like that.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah, same.
childish. Like I start having this magical thinking where I'm like, someone that I don't even want to date, someone that I don't even want to get back
You
together.
just want
with.
their attention.
I just want him to miss me.
Yeah, you're
and,
not
like,
ever gonna forget
be
about me,
sorry.
bitch. Yeah.
I get it.
I get vengeful.
I get that.
I want him to know how well I'm doing. I want to like whatever. So I start posting stuff. I'm like, what am I doing? I wake up the next morning. I'm like, oh god. I wish
We're
I...
more alike than you know.
By the way, that is a compliment.
Yeah, it is.
To me, not to you.
Oh.
So for me, I was okay.
Goddamn.
Tequila is kind of the only thing I do at this point.
Really?
I'll do wine every now and then. I would try Caitlin's wine.
I like vodka. Vodka, I'm actually pretty good on vodka. I have fun when I drink vodka.
Yeah, vodka, I'm like, we need to play charades now.
Yeah, like right
I
now.
get very, like, we're competing at something. So tell me about this animal sanctuary. This is my Savior Psyche.
So it launched yesterday. It's Paws Across America.
Nice.
And it's for all the little dogs. Look at 'em taking a nap. I still can't find. Okay, there's.
So what is your strategy on what dogs you take, which animals you take, which you don't?
So we're looking for like the ones that are the worst, in my opinion. So that's gonna be like a big thing we're doing, looking for the ones that need it most.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the little ones.
Okay.
That they got it good, but they could still use it. Just the ones that need it terribly bad.
Nice.
And we're doing one of those Sunday, right? That's just
Saturday
awful.
and Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want? I'm going to give you my unsolicited. It's not even advice. I'll just share my experience. This is my thing. Rescuing animals is what I care about, kind of the most in life. I do high risk dogs. Staffies. I don't like to say the word pit bull because people like to take that.
Is she gonna like
make it a
shut the
bad
fuck
word.
up
Pit bulls
soon?
get a bad rap.
It's a podcast. That's the entire point is that they're talking.
No, like
Well,
the whole
she's
point
just
is
very
the whole point
overbearing.
people come here
Wait,
is
just-
to, is to hear
fellas,
talk to a
fellas.
girl.
Women be talking.
It's over, right? So anytime there's a
you get
dog,
it.
there's
Oh, that's just like
that's been dealing with it. So I have such a good heart. This is my thing.
Shut
I
up.
did get my earrings off. It's been sewn back on.
Shut up.
That was good.
By a dog.
This
And
guy's
The dog sewed it
crazy.
back on.
The dog.
The dog is so back. You're silent.
So I did get my ear bitten off. So all I would say is protect your head.
Yeah.
Protect this $1 billion face. So for me,
Billion?
at the beginning, I was so excited to actually have
billion's a bit of a
resources to be able to
stretch.
save animals
I bet.
that I like brought them all into my house. And I made the mistake with the dog that bit my ear off. It was my fault. Anytime a dog attacks, I usually believe it's your fault or the person who trained its fault or it's someone's fault, right? Especially a staffy because they always give warning, right? They always give you 2 chances to back off and change the circumstances, right? If they attack, it means they're fighting for their life and they feel cornered, or they think they're protecting their owner, which is why dog fighting happens. The way that they train them
that's
is
fucked up.
it's really fucked up what they do. So basically, they breed the dogs to get. It's basically survival of the
fittest.
kindest, but also
Yeah.
the kindest because they're fighting for their owner, right? So they're not fighting to kill the other dog. They think they're protecting their owner. So the ones that are the nicest are the ones that end up fighting, and those right. So they're actually just like the sweetest dogs. And it's disgusting what they do, but. I had the dog sleep in the bed, and he was sleeping on my chest, which is a dominant move. He hadn't been impulse, control trained yet, and I was on the ground, and I pushed him away, and he just went to their mouth is their hands. So in the beginning, if they've been taken from their mom too young, which is very common with abuse scenarios, they basically will just grab your hand to try to pull you, and he just grabbed my ear, and it just lobbed right off. So I just wish that when I was in that situation where I was rescuing elephants and giraffes and bears and anything I could. Exotic animal trafficking is a whole thing. We'll get to jokes in a second, guys. Just calm down. But I just found myself in a situation.
Okay,
where I
good.
was just I'm Dr. Doolittle. I'm going to save them all.
I was wondering.
And
I was
then,
just wondering that.
A lot of crazy
Guys,
stuff.
I hate to. We're
So there's times
23
where
minutes
you're
in.
yes, we're rescuing this high-risk dog,
Yep,
but
that's correct.
I
he's not going to
figured.
sleep in the bed with me.
How long is it?
Until I know more information about this dog, So it's just
Still got
things
30
like
more
having
minutes.
somebody
We're
really smart
halfway
running
through.
it,
Okay.
He goes okay, I'm going to respect the background of this dog that's gone through this horrific stuff and put it in a situation where it can acclimate slowly,
You sound like you're not having fun.
What's going on with
No,
you? I'm having a great
I'm
time.
I'm not like
because
complaining or
sometimes
anything.
dogs that are that abusive.
What are you drinking, Nick?
Please tell me you named that dog.
A drink.
Did you? Because that's a huge miss.
What?
I didn't.
Named him Van Gogh.
What'd you say?
Van
Who?
Gogh.
That works, yeah.
Van, there
Word?
goes my ear. So that was the thing. I think you have such a big bleeding heart, and as you can see, when it comes to
Is that a
I'm sure
Diet
all the people
Coke?
coming out of the woodwork asking you for this and
Nope.
that, I was the person that as soon as I got any
It's a
resources,
Diet
I was so
Pepsi.
poor for so long. I was like,
Oh.
here's this, ruined every one of my family relationships, buying them.
I have
guitars and
water
houses
in my
and health
water bottle.
insurance, and then
Okay.
Chris
Wow.
Rock pulled me aside in the hallway when I first started having anything I had. I
Chris
did not
Rock?
understand what he was saying. Like it did not compute to me. He was like, when
No,
you
it's
lend
not
someone
He got slapped by
money,
Will
it's
Smith.
only
Did
a
you hear
matter of
about that?
time before they start
I
to
remember
hate you.
hearing about that. He got slapped by Will
Fair
Smith.
enough.
And I was like, no,
Yeah.
what do
I
you
saw
mean?
it.
Like, this
Who
is
did?
gonna make my
Yeah.
mom love me. And
Chris
this is
Chris
my
Rock got
sibling.
slapped by
Nice
Will
to meet you
Smith.
finally. It's like doesn't work that way.
Why?
And then I was like, okay, animals are safe. You can't love an animal.
G.I.
too
Jane
much, you
joke.
know? This is like
Exactly, and
you
they
know?
can't help themselves either.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
that's why I like doing
Yeah.
it. They
Why,
can't
why
help
do people
themselves.
start
That's
hating you when
exactly
you
it.
give them money?
What's that?
Why do people start getting mad at you when you give them money?
Well, it's resentful. It's a couple things. Number one, I think it's like my thing is it always should be a gift. It's not a loan. It never can be a loan because then all of a sudden you become the Damocles sword hanging over their head. You know, where every time you see them, you're a reminder to them of the thing they haven't given you or the embarrassing thing they had asked for.
Where's
whatever.
my money at, bitch?
Totally.
Yeah.
And then you see them and they're like
Yeah,
in a
I
new
get
pair
that.
of shoes and you're like, you know, you can't really sit and they're like, no, I just got someone gave me these and they were on sale. I went to Aldo and they were like 20% off and I was like $40. Like I have your money, but like I'm gonna get you back. Don't worry. And you're like, I don't. You know, I got to the point where I was like, it's just a gift, or I'm going to pay the bill directly. You know, because I can't just give you cash, whatever. And then I think it's a matter of time before they start to hate you because then they start to owe you, and then the power dynamic. They gave you a power that you didn't want. You know what I mean? I just wanted to like help you out with your rent or help you out with their this, and then it's like, well, now what about next month? Now what about next month? Next month, and then you become this like, you know, authority figure to them. Kind of thing. I think and then we are generous, so it makes it even worse. And then they have to go like, well, if you gave me more money, I wouldn't be in this
What is
situation.
bet
You know,
R?
and you're just like, okay.
And you don't owe anybody shit.
It says it in the top.
Better
right of the
pick.
Just
thing.
figured that out like 20 minutes ago.
It's gambling.
I have to go. Why am I doing this? Kidding. No, it's true. It was really hard for me to compute that, but I think people that are really generous, like that have been
Excuse
artists
me.
like you, animals is such a great place to start.
I agree. They can't talk back to you either.
Exactly. Well, they do.
But they can't talk
They
to
do,
you.
but you don't understand them half the time.
Yeah.
Like they're calling me a bitch. I don't know it.
I don't
Lots to
understand
think
humans
about
half the
there.
time. You're like a dog calling me. You're calling me a bitch. I mean, that's literally
Yeah, your definition. A bitch or a dog.
pot
There you
call
go.
the kettle.
Yeah, I'd rather sit in the floor and talk to a dog than a person all day long.
Yeah. Okay, so you had fun with Matt Rife. You had fun with Logan Paul. What have you learned anything
Jake
from?
Paul.
What's that, Jake? Logan? Oh
Jake.
God, what? Same diff. Same diff.
Logan.
She looking at me?
Yeah, they do, right? I like them.
Dude,
Why do
that
I
was
like
so
them?
weird
There's
when she
something
looked
I
at the
like
camera.
the shamelessness of
They're
them.
blunt.
They're
Same
blunt.
thing.
And
She
you
did
know
the
what else I
gym
like
from The
appreciate, and this
Office.
is the same with Tana, is like people that grew up in public. You might kind of be one of them. You know, I did too, but not like this. Not like it was more like TV, like talk shows and stuff. Like I like when someone makes mistakes and is like, yeah, I was a kid. I was an idiot. I messed up, and like I'm gonna keep going. Like you don't have to like
hated
totally
film.
call it on your career.
That did
By the way,
funny,
just
but,
so you know, I do
general.
not. I lasered. I have no hair
Were
on
you?
my body.
Oh, so you were talking all this shit from the outside, is what I'm hearing.
Freezing.
Rules for thee and not for me.
That was-
Fucking Whitney Cummings.
A crazy cut.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, they must have cut out something.
She was
about
talking
Logan
about-
Paul.
I'm finally dating a guy who's not
Talking
gay.
about fame, and then she's like, "Oh, so I have no hair on my body."
He's so cool.
Maybe she's talking about like her,
so cool.
like
He's
like
so
her
cool.
pussy or something.
I think
No,
he's so
that they
wonderful.
made the point
That
earlier that
what
she
I
keeps
need
it
in
hairy,
someone is
so
someone that
she
I
doesn't
want,
attract.
someone that I-
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
we're
were you
pedophiles.
listening?
I
No, I'm-
agree.
I know, I remember.
Because she's trying to get straight men, not
Yeah,
gay
'cause they were
men,
talking about,
to
like,
date
the-
her.
the bear, the bush.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Makes
what-
me
I
the best
remember.
version of myself
Her
because I think that I was always like,
puspanya,
whatever
or
reason,
whatever.
Her
whatever I
puspanya,
learned,
but
Gay
yeah,
men
but
won't
yeah.
date her though because
Well, no, it's 'cause
gay
if
men
you have
are
a-
pain.
Do you
Yeah,
have
she
a-
doesn't want the gay men.
Yeah, if
she
you have
wants
a bald
straight
pussy,
men.
then you're gonna get all
Yeah,
the.
but that's not
Like,
gonna
show 'em how
happen
smart
if
you
they're
are,
gay
show them
in
how
the first
strong you are,
place.
like, show 'em,
Well,
You're calling me.
it's
don't
like-
know that.
Yeah. It's like a whole
Yes,
thing.
I do.
Josh, you need to stop asking questions and listen.
Yeah, you're also.
Okay, my bad.
like,
my
you
Listen
can't-
bad.
and learn. A woman is talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I gotta make sure you don't take advantage of me. Like, you on some level want them to maybe be scared of you so they don't hurt you. Like, I think I was just trying to feel safe or something, or like make them respect me, which we all know you can't do that. You
Haley
respect, you
Welch,
can't
my
make someone
12 leg
respect you.
parlay
And
did
then
go
I
through.
got
What
with
is
this guy, and
wrong?
I'm just like, I never want to argue with you. You win everything. Like, I just have so much respect for him, and I never feel the need to pull that shit.
Did you make him swallow an AirTag? I think Pookie needs to swallow an AirTag.
This is really, really
What?
funny. You should do air tags that say
She
Pookie.
think Pookie needs to
Um,
swallow
This is
an
really
air
funny you say
tag.
this because
Who's
I did
Pookie?
date a guy who
I don't know.
swallowed his earbud.
Same
Wake up!
thing.
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake
We're
up.
watching Talk Tuah. Wake up!
Sorry.
I'd have been listening.
Pookie is,
You called you a bitch? Is that what I'm hearing?
Pookie needs to swallow an air tag. They said something about sucking dick.
Pookie is her boyfriend, or her
Uh,
they're in a
And so
situationship.
I was like, how do you know that story? It's the one thing I haven't shared publicly, and then I just did. But yeah, I like, but it's it's also the first time I've been in a relationship where I'm not thinking about where he is. I don't like. I just
You trust him.
100%. And not only that, like when we're not together, I just like I'm like I wonder what he's doing. Like I'm like it's weird. I'm like a fan.
And that's how it should be.
I think so too.
He gets you in like your little soft girl era. You don't have to be like a hard ass gangster. You know,
that's what it is.
I'm in my gangster era.
Yeah. By the way, do it.
Me too, Haley. Me too.
Yo, I get that.
Professional athlete. And I remember.
Let's
'cause
start
I
the
guess
Me
just
Too
'cause what
movement
I do,
again.
And you know, I thought if a guy wanted to date, he wanted a challenge. You know, because guys say that a lot. Like, and I
You
think
stole
they
it,
do.
No
Ellie.
guy who's ever said that.
I know.
No.
I just want to let you know right now, no guy said that.
And I think this is probably a guy being full of shit, trying to flirt or saying what I think they
They're
think I would want to
Are
hear.
they dogging on
Love the
guys?
challenge. Okay, bring it on.
Guys say it. Here's
Yes,
the thing.
they're-
But I know, but guys don't hear what their guy friends
need
say
to listen
girls.
more.
Like, you guys
That's
don't know.
true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
I
true.
always have to tell
That's
my guy
it.
friends,
Restart
you know
it.
that your homies cry to us, right?
Yeah, wait.
And that they, you know, it's a whole ass thing. So
don't.
we see a different
No.
side of your homies than you do.
Hey,
they'll be
will
like,
it be easier
"I
to
want
listen
a girl
if I have it
who
slowed down?
calls me out of
Does this help?
my shit. They always say that. I want a girl that.
Can we please speed it back up, please?
You know, like, why would you say that?
I know, and then 3 months in, you're like, hey, why do you have 2 phones? And you're like, why are you talking to me?
Oh, yeah. Why are you talking about this bitch? You're with me. That's my friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
damn.
Oh, really? And I said to him, I was like, we were arguing about something, and again, because I thought I had to like prove I was smart or strong or something like that, and then I was like, well, I thought you wanted a challenge. Like, I thought men wanted, you know, you date me if you want a challenge. And he was
Don't
like,
say it unless you want it, because I will give you a challenge.
what man would ever want a challenge? What man would ever want a challenge? And that like blew my mind.
But
I
that's it, though.
thought it was my job to be a challenge. I thought you guys wanted.
Yeah, you want a hard time? I'll give you a hard time.
Well, then also too, we think it's like, did you bust every guy's balls this hard, or is it just me? And then we start thinking, and it's like, so who are all these guys who just kind of got to like hook up with you and go on with their life and not deal with any of this bullshit I'm dealing with right now? So it's just like a perspective, and you're like, damn, I can just maybe get.
Dude, he's spitting crazy.
I do think though it takes a while to figure out who you are, so it's hard to know what you even want. But I spent so much time going like, I'm going to therapy to learn how to be this person. I'm gonna, you know, go to I go to 12
Can you
steps,
put it
I'll
back
learn
to
how
normal
to go
speed?
home. I'm gonna learn how to kiss, and I'm gonna be more patient. I'm gonna be more this, and I'm gonna wear this push-up bra, and I'll wear these shoes, and I'll act this way, and I'll laugh when he makes a joke because I tend to not laugh a lot at things because I'm a comic and whatever. I'm gonna fake laugh, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't need to change anything about myself.
Okay,
I
you
just
can
have to be
speed it up
authentic
every
and
time
then I'll
she
actually
talks.
attract the right person. Because when you're pretending
Just-
or you're trying to be
what do you
something
mean?
that they want, they're gonna be attracted to
You're right,
what
we
they
have to
bring.
Speed it up
listen.
every time she
And then in
talks.
6 months or
Yeah.
a year, you're gonna be so
Her
exhausted
specifically, yeah.
pretending that you're
Okay,
gonna
well, she's
fall apart
talking.
one day.
So speed it
And
up.
you're gonna be
Speed it
"Who's
up."
this person?"
No,
Like,
no.
"There's this
You
man."
need to
You
listen.
know?
That's not real.
There's
Okay.
this
We
man
need to
around me.
learn.
That's me.
And
We
you're
need
not
to
in love
learn.
with me. You're in love with who I'm pretending to be. And they're like, why did you just pretend to be someone for 6
See, this is
months?
I don't know who this
Wait,
person
you
is.
gotta
I need
give
to
like
look them up.
maybe a 3-month free trial. Be like, oh, sweet little girl, you know, nothing whatsoever. Then once you like get them in with a hook and you got them for good, then you can show them the real you. Yeah, I'm
Now we'll go swimming and you'll see my face for
Yeah.
real.
And your bush.
Who's oh, in my
And
butt.
your bush.
I don't have a
He's not
butt.
worth it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get a merkin.
What's that?
It's a wig that's pubic hair.
That's a thing.
Terrible idea.
But are you dating anyone yet? Are you on the apps?
Hell no, I don't know.
Okay.
Stay
I
away
don't
from
know.
me. Men scare me. No, Pookie's still in the picture. He just hadn't took me on a date.
No,
That's fucked
Who's
up.
Pookie?
it's her situation shit.
No, tell me about it.
What do you
Oh.
mean? What do you mean?
We've
Like,
been
he's
over
not
this
took
for
me on
us.
a date yet.
How long
Haven't
have
you been
dating?
listening?
A little
It's
bit.
been like on and off for like 3 years.
3 years.
And you've never been on an actual date?
I love
We
listen. I
just,
love
like,
seeing
started
the
getting serious, like, a
chapters.
few months ago.
Where does Haley
And I still
stand
haven't
with
been on a
Pookie?
date.
I'm going to say something wild.
Do it.
I'm on his side. Hear me out.
She just
Oh,
hover over the
chapter
video.
shit on that thing is coming up next. I'm excited for
Here's what I'll
that.
say. I'm on his side, but
I got in my bed, by the way, because I wanted to get
Thing.
comfy.
Haley brings
I
knives to
think
the
that you
airport.
going out right now could-
I got in my
You
bed.
sound like
Yeah,
always
hey.
sunny in Philadelphia.
yeah.
does.
Hey, hey,
The gang
I
shits
got
on
in
that
my
thing.
hey, I I got in my bed, by the way, because I wanted to be comfy for the reaction. So
Oh, of course.
Famous, the guy that I'm with, he's very famous to
I
people.
can't wait
and I
for
would've
shit on that
spooked
thing.
early on. So I just
The
waited for
Life
him
of
to
a
see how
Crackhead, that was my
famous you
favorite
actually
one.
are.
that was a good
What? Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're probably broke down.
Or like you want to have this romantic night and then you go out and then you get demoralized or like depressed because you can't just like have this moment with him. I mean, I'm sure you could. There's a way to do it. You guys could get a boat or something.
I'm not
You know
hard
what?
to please or anything either.
Never
Like all you
going-
gotta do is feed me.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
I
You
know,
take me
but
to
you're
Taco Bell. Good to go.
okay. Cute. Have you told him that?
He did take me to Taco Bell.
Okay. Well.
I ate more than he did.
Okay.
I
I'd get a
love
chug
What does he do? Is he a
a
Nashville?
gordita cheese
So,
gordita
he
crunch,
works in Nashville.
and
He does,
I'd
like,
get a
construction
diet.
stuff.
Love it.
I'd get
Love
Pepsi
it.
Zero probably.
He's like,
Let him stay in.
I love a hard-working man.
If
got
I
the
went to
houses
Taco
on his
Bell.
hands.
You
That's what I
cook a
would get.
meal, so when he comes home from his construction job, there's food waiting.
I mean, I could do that. I don't know. I'm weird like that. Like, you gotta earn that from me.
Okay.
I don't think he's earned that just yet.
I just don't. There's this new thing where, like, I don't know, women that are like, think that they're empowered or like, I'm a feminist. I don't cook. I don't clean. I'm like,
no, I like doing that.
I'm like,
I
bitch,
love
what do
doing
you do?
Yeah, exactly. Besides, bitch.
Are you just like a hungry, filthy bitch? What do you?
You filthy.
What
bitch.
do you
They
bring
used
to
to
the
call me
table?
that.
Yeah.
You know.
No,
Like
I
in
love
high school
cleaning
or
really.
college or
But
stuff
that
like
might
that.
be
They
cute
used to
to,
call me.
like, I mean, you could just like order in for him and go
Hungry
pick up
bitch.
your.
We
Don't
did
they still call you
yesterday.
that?
You know.
No.
I haven't stayed the night with him in a while.
She won't even let him stay at her house.
Nice. Good shit, Haley.
I'm not gonna sit there and ask Granny, hey Granny, can my man stay the night? That's a conversation I'm not.
Does she live with her grandma?
Granny's
Granny
gonna
was
like
bad,
look
yeah.
at me and I don't know. It weirds me out.
Fair enough.
So he can't.
I don't think
sleep
she
over.
needs
He
to
can
live
sleep
with
in
her
another
grandma
room.
anymore.
I don't think she.
Well, maybe
could,
if
but I just-
she
I don't
wants
have
to.
Conversations, all it is.
I don't mind that.
Isn't this
I
the
like
number
that.
one
I like
podcast
That's Granny. Granny
in the
thinks
world
I'm
right
like
now?
a pimp.
Not yet.
You know what I appreciate?
You need to stop asking
Moral
questions
Yeah.
and
I
listen.
appreciate that. I appreciate a
that's true.
capacity
Sorry,
for shame and
Sesame.
embarrassment.
Is the real reason you haven't slept over at his house is because you're scared to clog his toilet in the morning?
One last question,
all-
Tetrix. Are you recording this
Okay,
with
just because we
Nick's?
figured out that I'm
reaction?
What do you
I have
even call
everyone's
it?
reaction.
Lactose intolerant?
Lactose
Full of
intolerant.
I have my reaction.
I am full of shit. Both ways. Yeah, I probably would clog his toilet.
But you gotta just make a Starbucks run, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Get out
Always
of
have
there.
a shit plan when there's a sleepover. That's
But
like
by the way,
rule
Tell
number
us your
one.
shit plan, Jamie. It's
You
really
want to hear
good.
my shit plan?
Yes.
It's actually fucking great.
This is so.
I
fun.
live right up the block from here.
Shit on that
So
thing.
if there's ever a situation where I have
Jamie?
shit really bad and I'm with a girl, I always go, oh my God, there's an
That's
emergency
bro
at the office.
touch.
Like someone's stuck in the garage. I'll be right back. Just stay here. I'll be right
I
back.
love that people still do phones like this.
Yeah, right. Like it still works like that. And then I'll just come here when no one's here and just come upstairs and shit and then go back home and be like, yeah, I had to let,
What
my
if they
friend out of the garage, everything's fine. Let's go back
Pooped
to
it
sleep.
like
That's what I
in
do.
the
I come here
bathroom
every
at the
time.
house.
Well, see, my issue, I'm sure his bathroom, well, his old apartment, I'm sure he's fixing to move into his new one. I don't know where his bathroom is just yet, but his other bathroom, it was like right in the bedroom. And you can hear me a mile away when I'm in there holding onto the freaking toilet seat in the damn wall.
Turn the shower on, dude. That's my move. The shit shower. It's like a good transition. They won't know anything's up.
Yeah, that's smart. So it's like you close the door, turn the shower on, do your shit, have perfume in there with you.
Mhm.
But if they have a fan, that's better.
Do you remember that game I mentioned beforehand where you can win up to 1,000 times your money?
Yeah.
No, that's just
Turns out
gambling.
It's even better. Better Pick is
it
offering
was
a
a
deposit
game.
match
Or
up
no-
to $200
It's
and
not
a
a
free
game.
pick for all new users.
Oh.
So basically, if you put like $200 in, they match it. That's $400 right there. If you haven't downloaded Better and started playing yet, do it
That's
right
good.
now and get your deposit match. Throw that thing in the lineup and let's get a ton of money this NFL season. Have you ever had to shit at a man's house?
Yeah, I just shit. I don't even try to hide it.
Okay.
But we
Brett
got
shit
it.
on that thing.
We got it. We got it. It's gonna make her as famous as Haley.
You holy shit.
He shits too. Why am I
just
We have a
hiding?
sign called Shitting with Chelsea.
I'm trying to hide it.
Hey Raymond,
I
we're reacting to the
didn't.
Talk
She's
to It
not twisted
podcast for
on
the
that
Bud
thing.
Club
Oh.
YouTube
Shit
channel.
on that thing.
Bruh.
Yeah, we're just the vibes
No,
really chill right now and
no
we're
way.
reacting, so just, it's
So
whatever.
we're what?
Respect.
Brother,
Yo.
currently talking
Oh,
about.
she tapped!
That was
Oh, I managed spit girl and shit girl. What do you
That
That's the
was-
loudest you've been in
One
so
cup was
long.
very
Parents be
big.
so
You
proud.
guys missed
Holy
it.
shit,
really
she
just
tapped!
I seen this girl.
All right.
Holy
I was
shit.
like,
Right, no,
yeah,
you
she'll
gotta-
talk to
Dude,
her girls
Right.
on to something, but
Ray, you
Shit on
messed
that
up my
thing.
OBS
on it.
overlay for the
I farted
cameras.
on it, and I was like, what?
Oh,
You farted? I was like,
Hilarious video, by the way.
whoa.
No, it looks
Yeah,
good.
I'm
Never mind, it's
friends with
fine.
a lot of male comedians. Farting porn is a big thing where girls just fart.
What
and
Like
the
a tweet
fuck?
or like a-
No, yeah.
Like a fart out of their butt. Queefing, I'm sure, is the thing too. I
It's
haven't
a-
They're
it's a big
shitting on
thing.
that thing.
It's a big
yeah.
thing.
Also, by the way, sorry to make such a hairpin turn here. I was given tea tree oil to give you for your warts.
Who the fuck gave her that? Who the fuck gave her that?
I hate that this is in my pocket. Is this for genital warts or?
It's actually blue waffle. I'm kidding. No, I'm bullshit. No, I got a little
Wait,
one on my
Google-
foot. I don't know what the
Google
fuck it's
blue
from. I
waffle.
wanted
It's a
that
thing
airport
above
before I figured
Evans.
out to wear socks in that motherfucker.
Why do you look at me like I'm in charge of the airports? I don't know what that
Nobody
is.
told me I had to take my shoes off.
At the
Like
at the
first-
TSA.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Haley's
It was
first flight
sick.
ever, Whitney, by the way. Her first flight she ever went on was like 3 weeks ago now, maybe a month ago.
You got a
and
month.
So
She
you
sh-
had never flown before you went viral.
No, and everything in my damn like carry on.
she brought a knife.
Actually, it was 2 knives and they got confiscated.
You brought knives to the airport.
Yeah.
You got a little girl going out here somewhere she's never been, unarmed. You've lost your fucking mind.
You brought weapons into TSA
I did.
in 2024.
He's like, ma'am, what's this? And I was like, oh, you can keep it.
do you? Okay, I know you don't care that much about history, but do you know about 9/11?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about this?
Brother.
Dude.
No,
you go
that was.
to
I
the-
mean, it's an
that is
important
like
question,
Pat
I guess.
Williams level bonkers, dude.
I was half
Like, this
expecting you
is
to be
like
like,
Dr.
no, what's
Dre
that?
doesn't bring.
I wonder if they had knives on 9/11. Oh, I should call it
No,
Knife
9/11.
11.
I know the number.
No, Knife 11 is kind of a cool, like, it sounds like a movie someone should make. Yeah.
Imagine she said no.
Exactly like the girl taken. I mean, this
I
is
was half
like.
expecting her to. Just go like, no, I've never heard of that before.
Well, no, she's actually pretty smart, so I wouldn't expect that from her.
And scooch off with my ass.
That's
And
right.
there I go. No more hot Tuah for you. I mean, I'm done.
Runaway
Cooked.
train
Sketch.
never coming back.
Yeah.
You had a box cutter?
Johnny got rid of it. I'll take that, actually.
Wait, this isn't anything. This isn't your Hollywood fucking managers that get Botox are giving you fake witch serum for your wart. You got to go to CVS and get like a Dr. Scholl's thing to burn it off.
No, that's gonna hurt.
It's not gonna hurt. What's
No,
that?
this little lady that was doing my toes.
Okay, first of all, stop going to Erewhon. Okay, like we're not.
I went one time.
We're not gonna be MC Hammer where you make all this money and you get successful and then you're going to Erewhon and spending $200 on a fucking burrito.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. That
I
place
will
is
never not think I don't live in poverty anymore.
Dude.
Like, you asked me to go, I don't know, shopping and spend $30 on a shirt, I say you're fucking crazy.
As you should, because the more money you
Absolutely
make, the more
crazy.
money you spend. And when you get that first tax bill, you're going to realize you don't have as much money as you think.
I done got a whole laid out of it. Like the other day at our bank meeting, I'm like, shit, taxes are fixing to eat me.
But you're in Nashville is your primary residence.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
The amount of money
It's
I
not
have to
terrible,
earn.
but it's
They bend us over out here on the West Coast.
Yeah, so it helped me when my business manager told me any amount of money you have half. Whatever number you see, you have half. Right? With agents, managers, you're paying everyone, you know, and then anytime you look at what's
Never
on the
thought I'd
cost,
get financial
it's
advice and
multiplied
talk
by
to her.
and that's how much
That's
it
kinda
is. So this
helpful.
sweater's $50.
Very
Oh my
helpful.
God,
I'm writing this
it's
shit
actually you have
down.
to earn
Get my notepad
150
out.
to be able to afford.
I don't know why you said that sort of
So that
ironically,
helps.
because
Every
it's
time I leave
not like it's like a
Erewhon
real
to get
thing.
groceries,
Like
I'm like, that was a laptop.
Who
You
the
probably
fuck
should
brought
be
me
doing
up
that.
about taxes?
Well,
of this
if
shit.
there's a next round of January 6th, I feel like you'd fit right in storming the Capitol. I
What?
feel like you just take that
Accounting
pillow,
to
wear
a
it as a hat,
finance.
and you just go in and let them know.
That is
That
that
was
is
a-
crazy to say.
That was a weird thing to say. Talk to
That-
it,
Probably
too.
Low.
No, back to Erewhon. though. That was a crock of shit.
Wow.
Here's the thing: some of the food is
You'd
good.
be a good
it's
fit
not
for January
$20
6th. You'd be a good
for
fit for an insurrection there.
Well, Erewhon's like my favorite nightclub in the city.
January
The
6th
thing
looks
about
good
that
on
is
you.
that's just- you'll find the best looking women maybe on
It's your
site.
color.
I mean, she kind of has a point,
Yeah.
but
But they're bad with money.
Yeah.
Bad with money, bitches. So if
Storm
you go to Erewhon,
Tuah.
you see a hot chick, that's a red
Spin
flag,
on
you're
that
gonna get
Capitol.
buying Haley Bieber's cum smoothie, whatever the fuck that is.
That's
What's-
why it's so expensive, Haley.
What?
What's in there? Oh, not
I wasn't
your
listening. I
food.
heard
You know
Haley
what I'm
Bieber's
saying?
come.
I mean, look, a lot of men that are gold dig, they want to be gold digged. That's the thing that gets
Yeah.
tricky. A lot of them,
Takes my
a lot of
money.
you're like, why is all your photos, your watches, and your cars like this is what you're leading with? This is what you want. You know,
Wake
it's
up, wake
transactional.
up.
You're using her
We're
for her
listening
body,
to
she's
Talk
using you
Tuah.
for her money. It seems like
I don't know if I could ever do that.
Wake
though.
up.
I
Wake
just
up.
Like, put a bag over his
Wake
head or
up.
something. Cause let an old man try to kiss me. I'm
Wake
gonna
up.
sucker punch that bitch right in the mouth. Fuck that.
Well, that's the whole point of making money is that you never have to be in a relationship you don't want to be in. The best thing about having money as a woman is you get to date broke guys. They're so much better at sex. They're so much nicer.
Yeah.
You get to date like a painter.
Yeah.
How about like you though? I don't want anybody like getting close to me. Like,
Yeah, I'm broke as hell.
Yeah, dude. But then if it's a good person, it's actually
Yeah.
a good thing. Is what I'm learning now.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
think it's
kinda
good
nice.
to be careful. I think it's good to be really careful. I
yeah,
don't think you can move slow enough. I think I think every relationship I look back on, I'm like, if I just moved a little slower, I would have realized like we're just meant to be homies. We should have just been friends, and we like started sleeping together, and then you get chemically addicted then, and then I've been in so many situations where I love someone, but I don't like
No,
you.
I get this.
I'm like, I'm chemically addicted to you. Like, I love you, but I don't want to hang out with you. I don't like talking to you.
It's real shit.
What?
my ex-boyfriend. That's kind of how that
I
went.
love you, but I don't like you. We have to be homies
Yeah.
too, you know?
Yeah. Me and him were really good friends before that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does your new guy think of all this?
Hey, Pookie.
Yeah.
I asked him yesterday. I was like, I bet you feel like you're on top of the world, don't you? And he was like, I don't know. I don't really think about it much. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't act any different than I did before.
Of course. You're just going to work.
But he's on a little pedestal now.
Come on.
It's good that he's not from here because an LA boy would take that. He'd be posting everything. Oh, I'm dating Hawk too. I mean, it would be.
He'd get humbled very quick.
Well,
Like-
here's the problem with LA. You're from LA.
I'm from here, yeah.
You're one of the few, though. Here's the thing. I don't think it's the people from LA. I think it's the people that come to LA
100%.
and the people that
think-
grow up here don't care about famous people. They're like, we've seen it all. I went to high school with them. You know
Literally,
what I mean?
though, yeah.
You know, so it's the people that
No,
move
literally.
to LA are all the prom queens, the people that go out of their way to
So
see
you?
fame and they're obsessed with it.
Shh.
right?
That's what I like about here. The one thing I do like.
So
Real.
loud.
It's too big, but you can walk down the street and everybody just does not pay you
No
any
one cares.
attention.
No one cares.
Exactly. I love it.
No one cares because everyone thinks they're the celebrity.
Please take the
By
spotlight.
the way, oh
please.
my God, Kathy Griffin does the funniest thing. I don't know if you know, she's a comedian. Like, you know, she talks about celebrities. You know, she did this show called Life on the D-List. She's a sort of big comedian, and she got in a lot of trouble because she held up a head of Trump, and it was kind of a whole saga during the pandemic. The point is, she has this really funny thing where she says, "Say congratulations to anyone on the street in LA, and they will say thank you." And I was like, "Oh, come on, whatever." And she's like, "No, try it." Like, as a famous person, like, she would just, we were on Hollywood Boulevard, and just some random person, she was like, hey, congratulations. Some random girl was like 25, was like, thank you so much. Thank you. Like, she probably went on a commercial audition that day. Like, everyone in their head.
What else are they supposed to say, though?
Well. Like, if somebody famous says to you, congratulations.
I would say thanks.
What did I tell you earlier? I was like, I like how it smells up here. And she was like, what do you mean by that? I was like, well, it smells like pot, and it also smells like crushed dreams. I kind of like it.
You're coming at LA is now just kind of this weird, like, Black Mirror simulation now. It's
What
like
the fuck are they talking
building,
about?
and it's all just, like, weird.
They're talking about relationship
money
advice
laundering
for kids
schemes,
instead of the chapters.
Stuff, like, you're missing, like, the
I don't think
Standard Hotel,
they're allowed
and,
to
like, House
give
of Blues
that.
is closed down. It's kind of a
Yeah, they
weird
are.
vibe.
Did
like,
you grow up here or no?
No. I'm
No.
DC. I'm like Virginia.
She is
Yeah, but it's like
Pookie.
Jim Belushi
They've been together
died
for a
at
long
the show.
time,
Like,
so.
people were just dying all the time. It was sick. You know,
It was
with
sick.
John Belushi. Look, all white men look the same to me.
No, that's
and,
real.
Jim Belushi is yes dear, right? Or
No, they
That's his
don't.
brother, right?
Me and Nick don't look the same.
You're both white.
Yeah.
White proven.
Right. We
That's
get
true.
Shit.
Oh, shit. Wait. Guys, it says my playback is paused due to activity. I gotta get up and I gotta.
Gotta get out of bed.
Alright,
Here's
we're good.
Bernie Marino
Nope.
on abortion.
I got a Bernie Marino ad. Hang on.
Not about women's choices.
Absolutely.
Damn.
You know what?
I got a Bernie Marino ad. Hang on.
My position is crystal clear, has not changed on abortion.
We can't let Bernie Marino anywhere near the Senate.
Oh, now there's a BritBox ad. Is the podcast still good, guys?
Say that again?
Yeah, they're talking about their bad
Yeah.
childhoods and
Alright, wait, it's
dating
back
advice.
on. It's back
one.
on. It's back
like,
on.
I did start with a very big, like, God-sized hole that was like trying to get approval from alcoholics. You know, I was trying to make alcoholics laugh. I was trying to make people on drugs like calm down and stop yelling. And I was trying to keep the mood light because everyone was fighting. And you know, that's kind of what stand-up is. You go in front of a bunch of drunk people and you try to make them laugh and cheer them up. You know, so I you know, when people say like, I don't do stand-up, I'm like, okay, like.
Yeah.
You know,
She's like a
let's
famous.
first make sure
She's
your childhood
famous and
was
stuff.
terrible. You know,
Fair
like,
enough.
we even joke. A friend of mine is a comedian, Annie Letterman, and she talks about like, you know, going through like childhood trauma and stuff. And we joke that like if you've been like molested as a girl, it's like doping in sports. It's like you have an advantage. Like the more trauma you have, the funnier you end up being.
That's real though. That's
true.
Well, no, it's just like it's a
Okay.
funny
You know,
There's a
studied
funny joke, and I
journalism
wanted
as
to
well,
laugh for
which
the podcast.
journalism used to be this thing where individuals would tell the truth about what was happening in the world. It ended like 10 years ago. But you know, now the news is actually fiction. And all media is documentaries that are the truth. It's like completely flipped. But studying journalism, I think, was kind of my way subconsciously. Like,
No, like it's funny because it's like literally like free speech is actually getting.
current events. You're trying to like
freaked out.
investigate things and figure things out, and you know, it's also a little bit like being a lawyer. Like I always say in comedy, you say something that's not true and then you prove it. You know, like I was like, do I want to be a lawyer? Do I want to be a journalist? And you know, I remember I got an internship at a news station. Again, the news used to be this thing where people would tell the truth about events. So I got an internship at a news station, and they let me read the teleprompter to like make a video to like send around to try to get like a job or something. And they let me read the local news, which local news is always insane, right? It's always like, is lead poisoning your children? Find out after the break.
Was it something with lettuce a few weeks ago I was saying?
Like
the dirty ass lettuce. Yeah, everybody's getting sick from it. And I was like, what the fuck? Lettuce,
totally.
At all things.
But they're just trying to keep you watching, so they're just like as sensational and insane as possible. And all the men are in drag, the women are in blackface.
That's what Big Sugar wants you to think, that lettuce is bad for you.
Big Sugar.
Yeah, it's all a ploy by Big Sugar.
Big lettuce.
Big lettuce is fucking taking a massive hit.
So
Well, don't
I
do a
was
fake
reading
laugh,
it. It
please,
was some
because I
horrible
don't
story about a
feel
kid
like
that got
it's.
kidnapped.
If something's actually really
You know,
funny, you should
something
probably
just
laugh
awful,
regularly.
and they show a picture
Shut
of the
up.
kid, and it was. I mean, look, when you grow up the way you grow up the way I grew up, like horrible things, we just have to laugh. You know, it's
That's the best way to deal with it.
You know,
though.
Bob.
it's how we cope. Does it mean I'm happy that a kid disappeared? Do I think? But it was like, oh, this kid, ran away from home, and they showed the picture, and he was a bigger kid, and I was like, whoever kidnapped him must be very strong. Like I was just like making jokes.
Damn.
Whatever.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
Like every other minute, this is the most
horrified.
out of pocket
And
shit.
No, that was like
I'm
no,
just
dude.
sitting there smacking
Oh,
my
it's
knee
fucking
like,
good.
Let me just go on and
And
tell
I was
you.
just like, I guess like objective journalism is just not for me. And I have like emotional dyslexia. When you grow up with horrible things, you use humor to cope. So it's like we're the people that laugh at funerals and that
Like Deadpool.
feel uncomfortable when things are fun.
Like Deadpool.
I hope we never have to go to a funeral together because I cannot sit beside
Oh my
you.
God, we'll just be like, at least we'll be crying, not
Like
laughing.
upset. We're gonna be like,
You'd be surprised how many people, like my dad's funeral, we were dying laughing. Like it's just like I
that's
think
how a funeral should be. I feel like if I died, that's
What
how
the
I want my funeral
fuck?
to be.
I think so too.
Hell, skip around my casket, do something. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
dude, I want to do so many pranks at my funeral. I want to have a closed casket and then have like someone jump out. I like want to have them like fly
Damn.
my body in. There's
I'm
so
gonna
many
play the
things.
wild.
Like my funeral, I'm like,
You like my body just flies out on a
I
fucking
want like a
zip
dance
line.
party at mine.
Yeah.
I
And then
want my
like a
body to be
ice
taken to
cream,
like a
best moments,
like a
and
s-
we'll be
like a
butt
trampoline
chug a
park.
fucking beer or something. I
I
don't know.
want them to bounce
Oh,
around with
God,
my
it's
body
like-
for like an
Yeah, how your
hour,
body can
This, don't
bounce.
remember me
and
like
then
this,
leave me
close
in
my
the
casket.
foam pit.
You're gonna
Yeah.
live for a really long time.
What if you got cremated though? It
Turn
wouldn't
you
really
into one
work.
of the fucking
I wanna live
cubes.
through you.
But then that'd be against my will.
How do you know if you're in love with somebody?
Well, what if
Could
you
be-
burned when
I
you
thought part of me
died?
well was getting turned into one of the cubes.
Don't look this fucking way.
No.
I love's a strong word.
It is a strong word.
I'm not like a lovey-dovey kind of person. I don't like talking about
You
that.
think
Have you
that
done?
now? You're a lot like me. Just
I
wait.
was like that.
Just
I
wait.
was like that too.
Like love, the thought of that.
But
That's what I
but a dog you've never
But-
met. I love
but-
you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that was
yeah,
how I was too.
Exactly.
But I do
You
think
said
most,
but
I think
twice.
a lot of
I
people
kinda- I
jump
get
to
that.
it
I get
too
that.
fast,
Chapter.
you know?
Haley
And
might be
you're
entering her
probably,
lover
you
girl
withhold,
era.
which is like,
No, it's
Oh.
P.
that's okay because I also think
And the next
that
one's
word
biggest
people like and
turn-ons.
also what
Oh!
people like. I always think
I am
Oh, yeah.
anticipating
Learn for a
that.
treat.
But it's just
Great.
because I don't, I've said I love you before and I didn't know what I was saying. I've heard I love you before, but didn't feel loved, which is so confusing. And I think a lot of times that phrase
What are
is
you
just
doing? You're so dumb.
used
Why do
to,
you keep
like, shut
jumping
you
on
up.
and off the
It's just like,
bed?
but I love you. But I love you. and
I
you're
love
just
you
We
too.
did.
but I feel like you're trying to shut me up. When like you're arguing with someone, and they're like, I love you, okay? I love, and you're just like,
Yeah,
that's
shut
not-
up.
yeah.
That's it.
Yes, right. And but I love you. But then you wouldn't have done that thing. But now
Yeah.
you're saying I love you to try to erase that it happened. Like this is And so I told my dude, I was like, don't tell me you love me. I'll let you know when you love me.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I feel loved.
I got one more question for you.
Uh-oh.
What is your biggest turn on?
Oh, I thought it was turn off. Not on.
Dude, I
8 pack.
a trashy tattoo. And I honestly,
I love when men play Valorant 24 hours a day. That's my biggest turn on. Oh, deadlock!
I bet you like bite on.
I want there to be a mole, like a girl's face, like a hot girl. There's a mole.
If he
with
signs
a
up for a
beard
game
coming
beta
out
and
of
he
it,
doesn't
like,
give me
you
his
can
access
see-
key,
you
I'm
pluck
killing
the
myself.
mole coming out of the girl's
He's
face all
Canadian.
over
Wait, no, I
it,
get that.
They're
like a
Tuah ain't getting
pencil
hawked on.
tattoo That's like a redskin,
Tuah.
like a chief. You know what I mean? Just a word you're not allowed to say anymore. Just Cleveland Indians. I love
A neo-Nazi prison tattoo like that sound. You must have loved American History X. That gets you in the fucking mood, doesn't it, Whitney?
just a Cosby Show tattoo.
Bill Cosby?
I love bad tattoos. I love a bad tattoo on a man with his shit together now.
So you mean to tell me if Pookie has a tattoo on his leg right here that says "Party Animal," I should embrace that? And be like,
Jesus, that's a fucking bad tattoo.
Yo, what is she doing?
What?
Bro.
I hate bad tattoos, whatever.
Program.
Let's make
Scared.
mistakes.
You have to be doing an eyes out
They're
face
right
with the
there.
rubber
And every
band.
time that you
No,
go
it's
on
kinda
check
hype,
phone
I'll
and he's
say
like,
it.
you're annoying. He can look down at that
Yeah.
tattoo and be like, remember how
I
dumb
would
I used to
argue.
be?"
when he was a slutty frat
Yeah. Oh,
boy.
remember I used to date Trina?
Trina. There you go. Now you bite Trina's neck
Yeah. Who
every
tried
time.
to fight my mom? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing better, and they're grateful for you.
Whitney, Thank you for coming.
I hope there's something usable in here.
We have so much shit in there.
Okay, good. I hope you're happy. I feel like we were just. This is what a podcast is. I always.
I
leave
feel like the
podcasts being
camera
like,
was on her 75% of the time.
Well, she was talking
Why
all
is
the
the
entire
chapter
time.
called turn-ons when they only
I
said
love
one?
you, dude.
I love you.
Yeah.
I'm so. This
Maybe,
is
I feel misled.
I'm not gonna say
Maybe
I'm proud
Haley's
of
gonna
you
say one and we
for
just
getting
haven't got to
famous.
it.
Yeah, Haley's
I
gonna
don't
be
Don't do that.
like.
I have mommy issues.
My biggest turn on is
Okay, grooming
penis.
you.
I like that.
You can hop too long.
I might be the only person in Hollywood that doesn't groom anyone. I don't groom myself. Look at my hair. So no, I'm proud of the people you've surrounded yourself with.
Well, thank you.
Because that makes or breaks you mentally, financially, success, everything. So you have amazing taste in humans.
I try.
And by the
I'm
way, the
picky.
best thing to do is have dogs around humans. Because if you don't have good taste in humans, your dogs will tell you.
They definitely will.
So I'm glad that you have dogs around.
They're
you.
having a little good time themselves, I'd say. On that note, I hate to take up any more of your time.
I love you. That's what people from the South say when they.
It's like the shortest podcast of all time, by the way.
It's an hour.
It's not done yet, so
hour, it's not
don't
that
talk.
terrible.
Don't start talking because it's not done yet. No.
You have a minute.
That is
Oh.
bless your
We don't
heart.
want to
You need
cut
to
them off.
listen.
Whitney, thank you
love
for
you,
being out
Mama.
here. I love you too.
I love you. I
Thank
love
you
you.
for
I love
being
you.
on here. Bye, guys.
Beautiful.
Talk to her.
Whitney,
Why does she
thank you.
wink?
If you want more,
Because
go
she
like, comment, subscribe to Talk To with Haley Welch. Follow
Talk
wherever
to
you get your
her.
podcasts. While you're watching this, take a picture and tag me and tell me who
Talk
you want next. Tag me and
to.
Talk To her, and I'll be sure to repost.
So my biggest takeaway is that she supports gambling.
No, for real.
Real.
Shaving your
Here's
vagina
Bernie
attracts
Marino on a
pedophiles.
Huh?
Yeah.
And
That's news to me.
Haley Welch would fit in if they did another
Can't let
Capitol
Bernie
raid.
Marino
Oh,
anywhere
yeah.
near the Senate.
Yeah,
And that the other
insurrection.
woman
The insurrection.
would be turned on if she was dating a guy who had a swastika tattoo.
Yeah.
No, it was a good episode, I think.
That was very informational.
I
I feel inspired.
am enlightened. Hit play on the next one.
I love you, dude. Hey, when
What if we don't have any more Lunchly? How can we watch Talk to Her?
Yeah, what if we're all
I'm
out?
I'm all out of Lunchly and Prime. I don't know if we can watch the next
Do you
one.
have any Feastables left?
I don't got any Feastables. They ran out of the Feastables Crunch Bar that came in
Nick.
Lunchly.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Here's Bernie Marino.
Episode 5.